Good evening, everyone. It is the Geek-Posium. My name is Darren Silver, thehentaiCake.com. Your place for anime news, lewds, and other such things. I am tired.
You really forgot your tagline?
I forgot my tagline in the midway. You can tell, like, post test syndrome. I literally sat down to play games, and I couldn't remember how to play half of them. And I went, you know what, Tetris is good. I like Tetris, and I'm good old Tetris. No need brain, only need shape turn.
But Tetris does require a brain.
No need shape turn. That's where I'm at. I never said I was doing good in Tetris. I said I was playing it.
You were just using it to disassociate from the universe.
Pretty much. I needed to just post test stress go. Pass my test. Normally people are happy about that, and I would be happy if anything I've spent all my time on was actually on this fucking test. Like just a little bit, which sounds very upsetting until you realize I also spent all this money on taking their practice tests and like their actual information and books, and none of it was on the test. I'm like, I don't. This seems like a grift. I feel like a sucker. I feel like
that's part of the reason why I let mine expire. It's a grift.
It feels like a grift. It sounds like a grift. It's probably a grift. But
that's the exact reason why I never got my Net Plus or Security Plus. Like, yeah, I could get a better job, but I'm not actually gonna learn a goddamn thing.
I'm gonna get all of them because the VA is paying for everything, essentially.
It's not get that government cheddar.
You know, I would if they would actually send me my goddamn last check. It's where I am with them. The U.S. Treasury is being a dick. The IRS is being a dick. The government just has a boner to pick with me lately, and I'm like, what did I do to you?
Oh Lord.
In other news, there's a new Steam game where you get to be a man who kills women.
Which Steam game are we talking?
It's called Return to Transylvania, where you have to kill trans exclusionary rival feminists, whatever.
Because that's totally okay.
And it's, I swear to God, it's just a reskin of Castlevania, like the original Castlevania, and they just replaced all the Nazi swastikas with XX, and they replaced all the skins for the Nazis with like women and priests. So it's just like, okay, so you're a dude running around killing women. Got it.
Yeah, because that's totally progressive.
That's super progressive. Okay, I don't think you understand now. All right, if you are not thinking the right things, the cathedral will come for you.
I'm just calling out their hypocrisy.
I don't give. The cathedral can come for me all day. The cathedral came for me. The cathedral has literally came for me a couple weeks ago. The cathedral has come for everyone. The cathedral came for a happy VTuber. We will talk about her later.
Yeah, in a minute. Very pet. I think I have that first up because I'm pissed about that.
I am still confused as hell for this one because I'm not big on VTubers. Like I'm not big on watching anyone stream playing games, because if I'm playing a game, I'm either playing by myself, or if I'm playing an MMO, I'm playing with friends. And it's like, friends. I have friends. Everyone else is like, I have a parasocial relationship with this celebrity thing that plays games on the internet. I go, that's cool. I don't understand that. Like I don't understand that at all. It's like I've had parasocial relationships with people who are in the same industry as me, and we would like see each other at things when I did comic book stuff. But this VTuber thing and like streamers, I don't get it. It's not for me. Don't get me wrong. If you watch me stream, I'm having a good old time. But I'm usually talking to my friends in the headset more often than I am to the chat. Until I get banned from Twitch, and then,
Yeah. Oh man, there was a tweet I wanted to bring up, but it got yeeted off Twitter.
Good old Twitter coming for us all.
But it was gonna add on to this first story we're gonna talk about.
Yeah. Before we get in that though, did you hear the Washington Post got hacked for 2 years? They've been hacked for 2 years.
What?
Yeah.
What?
For the last 2 years, the Washington Post.
Good job, Bezos. Good job.
Listen, I'm going to say outright to you, most cybersecurity people in Amazon don't know what the hell they're doing. Like, I broke through their shit when I was bored. Just because, like, if I couldn't get to something I needed, I would get to what I needed on my own and just hope that no one found out and fired me. That was generally where I was. I was just like, I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself. It was my answer every fucking time. But so the Washington Post was hacked for 2 years. According to them, no information on stories or things put out to the public were ever changed, but personal information and lots of like notes and things were taken. Now, I know the relationship that the media has with the government. Do you know the relationship the media has with the government? This feels like a state level intelligence issue.
Yeah.
So that was a thing. Like, that was something I read today. I was like, that's insane. But hackers are everywhere right now. So let's jump into our VTuber. I guess it's video game.
Before we get into that, because it's Bezos, that's really bad time for Jeff Bezos.
Why? What's wrong with him?
He was about to buy the Washington football team.
I thought they were called the Commanders now, and they made
they're the fucking Redskins.
Anyway, listen.
Oh wait, I can't get this ass mad. It's only 7 minutes into the show.
That's fine. But listen. And this is the most important thing you need to remember. The place of DC, where all of our government is, their football team's mascot is a pig.
Yes.
They did that on purpose, because I'm sitting there, I'm like, the Commanders, and I'm like, you couldn't.
No, it goes back to the fucking history of the team. The most famous, the most celebrated players in the Washington Redskins during the glory days were the offensive line and running back. What's his face? Joe Riggins. And together, because of their toughness, they were called the Hogs, because they would get in there and get dirty and play smash mouth football.
My point is,
it even spawned a fan group that would dress in drag but put on pig noses called the Hogettes.
I'm concerned.
Pigs have always been related to the Redskins.
My number one concern is, and will continue to be, and I will say it out loud, is that no one else but you will know that. Most people will just see. We'll just see Commanders and DC and pig and go, why isn't this a horse? And that is where most people will go.
They don't know.
I understand, but I will find the great irony of having pigs with DC. You will know the history, but I will feel like someone in marketing was like, yeah, let's go with a hog. Because I would have been that guy. I'd be like, you know what? We have a legitimate reason for doing something that will troll the rest of the United States. Let's go with it.
You're probably not wrong.
I'm probably not wrong.
I'm just saying, there's a legitimate reason for it.
Anyway,
I'm just saying the official and actual reason for it. You're going to be like, yeah, this is not a good look. It's like, you're right, but I'm also right. Fuck you.
We can both be right. Anyway, moving on. Let's get into video game news with this VTuber unfortunate thing.
It's almost all video game news.
No, we've got like 3 things on hacking.
Point. Anyways, so Mono Pikami is going to announce graduation at the end of March. Pikami is one of the most wholesome VTubers.
What I find
one of the brightest, friendliest personalities associated with the internet ever.
So what I know about this character, and even I know this character because she has popped up on my usual. I will say I am a Marine fan, not because of her streams, but because of the amount of memes and fan art. That being said, occasionally like Pick Me will show up on my video streaming whatever thing when I get into a slide fucking hole. I'm like, ooh, video. You know, one of those.
When you can fall down the internet wormhole.
The fucking YouTube short wormhole. I'm like, God damn it. I've been here for an hour. What happened? I was watching a 20-second thing with fucking Ben Shapiro. What happened? How did I end up here with VTubers? I don't know. It's the alt-right tunnel pipeline straight to VTubers. That's what it is. VTubers. That's what it is. I know what you're doing, YouTube. Anyway, but I have seen clips of this girl, and she speaks English and Japanese, which is interesting.
One of the pretty much the original bilingual VTuber,
and she's super wholesome from everything that I've seen. Very, very bland for me personally. It's not for me. Like I like wholesome content.
It's not for me either, but it's all wholesome.
It's super wholesome, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like, if this is what you want, cool. I'm sure this is great for like little kids and for people who just want to get away from the dirtiness that is everyday life. Great, awesome. And so when I heard they were getting like attacked, I was like, for what? They're playing Hogwarts Legacy, and I'm like, so.
So what happened is like, she does have a little like bland, but like does have a little bit of childlike personality. It's like, oh, cool, this thing from my childhood is coming out. It's Hogwarts Legacy. I'm gonna play it because it's great. And she got tons of shit for people who hate J.K. Rowling because, oh, you were supporting J.K. Rowling by buying this and streaming it and encouraging others to play it by you streaming it. And it eventually got to the point that she had to take a break, and now she's graduating. She's leaving the internet.
I find that very
She's been bullied off they're not saying that's the official region, but she's been bullied off the internet from all the shit she's gotten.
You see, this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Turf Sylvania, A-okay. But you can't have random girl who just goes, I like games. Games are fun. This has been fun. Like this again, I don't watch a lot of VTubers. I don't watch a lot of their content. I like the short clips that come out of things. I can't sit there for 2 hours hoping to clip something. That's not my life. That is not my fucking life, okay? I will gladly absorb all the clips. I cannot stand sitting for 2 hours looking for something clippable. I can barely do it with our own show. And I like our show.
So, this is how wholesome she is. When she collaborates with other VTubers, she makes them wholesome by collaboration. By association. She'll collaborate with freaking CD Projekt Melody, and it goes from horny to wholesome.
Really fast.
Like, what the hell just happened here? I don't feel dirty watching a Project Melody stream.
It's weird. It's weird is what it is.
So, anyway, so she's graduating at the end of March. Just leaving the internet, and it's pissed off a lot of people who are fans of VTubers. Pissed off a lot of VTubers.
It annoyed me, and I'm not even a big fan of Like I said, it's not my thing. But I'm just like, why? Well, you remember the Hogwarts girl? This was the girl. This girl is nothing wrong. This girl is so freaking timid.
Yeah, what? Like she's not timid because she's putting herself out there as a personality.
Timid's not the word. Tepid. Tepid's the word.
Tepid.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. 2 languages I speak poorly. Poorly.
Anyways, it created a backlash among other VTubers. Tenma's in Twitter jail right now from Phase Connect because this was her response.
I can't read that.
Oh,
it's so tiny.
This doesn't include her first tweet where she said people were attacked, pick me, get the rope.
Whoops.
And then she clarified, and she's now in jail for the clarification. Twitter jail with the clarification.
Management bunk.
You have Pippa, who's now going to go play, hates Harry Potter, is now going to play Hogwarts Legacy.
Again, I from everything I've seen,
she's so because she's so pissed off about Pikmin getting bullied off the internet.
From everything I've seen about the Harry Potter game, I don't understand why everyone is so very pissy about this, because you can literally make yourself a like 5'0" big boobed freaking character and give her a deep male voice and go, there you go.
You can create a trans character in the game.
You can do it. There's no, it doesn't. I think there's even a trans NPC. No one effing cares. No one effing cares about your stupid thing. Okay, sure, we've accepted it. Congratulations, you've been accepted. I hate things. Great, you're an asshole.
What they're saying is it supports J.K. Rowling, who's a TERF, but
all those same people go to Universal every freaking year. They have no problem drinking their butterbeer. They have no problem going to Super Nintendo World. They have no problem dealing with all the other things that J.K. Rowling has stocks in. Okay, if you want to not give J.K. Rowling money, you are better off going into the woods and living in a van down by the river.
Pretty much.
And you know what? I think that would do a lot of you some real good. I'm not even joking. I feel like just doing that might do you some good.
Going full Walden Lake.
Just go
Walden Lake. Go live in the woods for a couple of years. Disconnect from society completely.
Go down to Yellowstone. Find the zone of death. Live there. You know, the area that has no actual legal area for the government to do anything at. Zone of death. It's called the zone of death not because it's incredibly deadly. It's called the zone of death because no one has jurisdiction.
I was like, wait a minute.
No, I'm not telling anyone to die. I'm telling I'm just saying, if you want to commit a murder, there you go.
It's like, okay, so
that's not legal advice. Don't do that.
All right, just to update the scorecard. You made an obscure geography reference, and I made an obscure literary reference that neither of us understood each other. Great.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm sorry. I know areas where things shouldn't be legal, but they are. I don't know why that's a thing, but yeah,
we know why that's a thing. We can't say
okay, yeah, okay. let's not. Okay, I'm trying to get a government job here. Leave me alone. Federal Reserve, how you doing? I'm just saying.
Like, hey, Federal Reserve, give me that job. Please ignore my entire social media past where I said end the Fed.
I believe my wording was much more extreme than end the Fed. Okay, let's not make my words sound so very tepid when it came to the Federal Reserve. But those words can change in a heartbeat with the right amount of money, Federal Reserve. My morals for sale.
So yeah, this is upsetting.
Yeah, this is generally upsetting. Is there anything else besides people and VTubers are like I even heard this on Timcast. Like Tim Pool read a super chat about this.
Wait, really?
Yep.
It's escaped into
normal society.
It's escaped into normie. Wow.
Yeah.
Am I gonna hear Ben Shapiro talk about this? Am I gonna hear
probably maybe Matt Walsh? Probably.
Am I gonna get Matt Walsh screaming about how anime is stupid and we're all dumb for liking it anyway?
I mean, he's not wrong. I don't care if he hates me for liking anime. I'm aware it's stupid. It's kind of like drinking it's like drinking every night. Drinking every night is also stupid. I know people who do it. Good on them. Whatever. There's your vice.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Michael Knowles might be more into this, but that's that's just Michael Knowles being Michael Knowles.
So yeah, so that's the big news in my world.
I am waiting for the Daily Wire VTuber to show up.
Oh Lord.
And it's just the green M&M with the shoes back. That's all it is. Because Ben Shapiro really loved that stupid M&M. They're trying to get all the Tucker Carlson lovers. Moving on.
Meanwhile, Crowder spontaneously explodes because of the contract.
Where is Crowder? Without my weekly or my like 3 times a week fucking Crowder fix, I'm like jonesing here.
He's trying to build something from the bottom up now. Because you saw how he pretty much went search and destroy on Daily Wire.
I'm pretty sure that blacklisted him from like everything else. My number one concern with him doing this is he probably should have talked to Tim Pool about it, who probably would have gotten him in touch with the right people.
Probably.
Because Tim built his own thing from the bottom up. So.
I do know that like some of the stuff that they had built before was built by Jeremy of the Quartering of all people.
Yeah, and Jeremy is okay.
Jeremy knows what he's doing, but he's also just one guy.
Yeah, you need more than one guy. You need at least 4.
And Jeremy is working 3 jobs. He's being a full-time YouTuber and full-time marketer and his own tech support, so he's already overburdened.
Hey, you are forgetting about the coffee hustle.
Oh, and running a coffee company. Yeah, and drunkenly shit posting all day on Twitter.
See, that's the one thing I can't do. I can't drunkenly shit post on Twitter all day. I don't understand how anyone can. I have an outside life. Even today, I could have done it. I didn't. I think the only post we got today was the announcement that the stream started, and I was like, here, stream's on. And then the rest, everything else was just me just sitting around playing with the dog, playing Tetris, pissing and moaning about the fact the U.S. government has not paid me. It's very annoying when I call the people who are supposed to put in the information. I go, hey, what's up? They go, yeah, we sent the information on like the 20th of February. I'm like, okay, cool.
Why is it not here?
Why is it not here? What happened? Well, the Treasury has to go and release that check. Treasury better move their fucking ass.
Anyways. Speaking of video game fuck ups, Bondi fucked up again. What? So Bandai Namco apologizes for Tales of Symphonia remastered issues on Switch. You know what's hilarious about this?
They had the same issue when they released it on Steam.
10 years ago, when they released Tales of Symphonia on Steam, they had the same issues, and it took them half a decade to fucking fix.
And they didn't think of bringing those fixes over to the Switch?
Ask me how I know.
I believe you talked to me about this when they actually like fixed it. You're like finally. I'm like, okay.
I was like, finally, I can fucking play this goddamn game.
My question is, how did they not bring the fixes over? You knew about these issues from 10 years ago. You had a stable version on Steam. I assume the port from Steam to Switch probably is a little bit of work, but not that much work.
I assume the PS4 version is fine because the PS4 is DirectX and x86 based.
Yeah.
Xbox to PS4 to PC ports are actually pretty easy these days, or a lot easier than they used to be.
Right.
Switch runs on ARM, and that's a different architecture. And we know that the code base is a mess. We know that they kind of wanted to release on PS2 and GameCube at the same time, but they were only able to get the GameCube version out, and they had to take a couple of years to get the PS2 version out.
which is why I ended up getting the special edition on PS3 like years later.
Yeah. We know this code base is a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Why they haven't gone back and tried to fix the code base? Well, maybe they're trying to like make sure they keep that feel, because it is
when
it runs well, it sings.
Yes, but when it
doesn't run well, holy shit, it's unplayable.
Actually, I find very often when it doesn't run well is when I'm in the middle of like talking and then something funny happens.
Yeah, it'll just fuck up in the middle of non-combat. It's just like, what is going on here?
It's like, what happened? Okay. You know, it's upsetting, but it means that I don't have to worry about the fact that I didn't pre-order this game. For also everyone, remember, stop pre-ordering games, even games that like this,
where it's a slam dunk,
where it's obviously good. Stop pre-ordering games. Give it a week after it comes out. I'm begging you. Let someone else waste their money.
Wait, their review was it shows its age on Switch. Bro, you need to go play some old school JRPGs if you're going to say it shows its age.
Hell, they have Grandia 2 on, or actually, I think they have both Grandia games, Grandia 1 and 2 on Switch. And Grandia 1 and 2 are clunky because it's one of the first times I saw a JRPG in pure 3D with like polygon type things. Like everything is polygons, the backgrounds, the foregrounds, the attacks, everything. And I was just like, wow, that's like, at the time it was like, oh cool, look at this 3D graphics, oh wow. But now I'm like, oh wow, I thought this was good.
But
I have no fingers. I only have this fist.
Symphonia holds up, especially compared to Grandia.
Yeah, it does.
And its cell shaded art style holds up, like Wind Waker holds up.
Exactly.
They're also talking about like from that era where we couldn't figure stuff out yet. People still love Super Mario 64.
Yeah.
New players who weren't alive played for the first time. Love it. That game is clunky as shit.
Oh, it is super clunky. I got the Super Mario All-Stars for Switch. I got it strictly because it had sunshine, and I am damn determined to beat sunshine. I never did beforehand, and then the game disc disappeared one day when we moved. And I'm like, where is it? Where the fuck's the game disc?
I'm not saying who in my family. One of my family stole my fucking Symphonia V game for my PS3. I didn't even know she had a PS. Or excuse, I gotta hide genders to protect the innocent. I didn't even know they had a PS3.
You and your non-binary cousins or nephews.
I didn't
nieces?
say I did.
What the hell is a non-binary thing where you're the uncle? That's the question.
That's the question. That is the question. But I was trying to. It wasn't because they were non-binary. I was trying to protect the innocent.
Whatever.
And also so they could blame each other, because that's fun.
That's always fun. My number one issue is that I'm still behind on my game playlist right now. I believe I finished Xenogears Chronicles 3, but then they added a new update, which adds a new character.
More DLC.
Yes, so I'm just like, crap. And in 2, the DLC was like a completely separate game and like a completely different thing, and it was really cool. And then the other DLCs it added was like an arena mode and this and this. I'm like, okay, so nothing that really impacts the story. 3 is like, we're gonna add new characters and story. I'm like, you motherfucker, I have to play this game again.
I have to play it again.
Play it all over again.
That's part of the reason why I stopped playing Cyberpunk 2077. Is they're at it. The DLC is gonna take place in the middle of the game. It's like I'm in a good spot in this game. I don't want to finish it because I don't want to have to play this again. It's a good game. I don't want to play it again.
I don't want to play it again. My feelings on
Once is okay.
my feelings on Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is as is. It is the best Xenoblade game out of all of them. It plays wonderfully. The game itself, the story is great. To really understand the story, you have to unfortunately get the secret characters before you reach the end. But I'm not sure if you can or you can't. No one really explained this part to me. But there's 2 secret characters that you can get, but you have to just go and find them where they live. Because every secret character, you have to go in and find them, grab them real fast, and then do their storyline so you understand the ending. Because when I got to the end, I was like, wait, why is this happening?
Oh, just that shit.
I was like, wait, why don't I understand? Why is sad? I don't understand. Why is sad?
I hate when they do that.
And then like I finished the game and I was like, okay, let me open up a guide thing. It's like secret characters. I go, fuck. And then I'm like, okay, all right, I will go and get the secret characters. According to every single guide, you can't get them until after you beat the game, which makes no fucking sense because both of their freaking ending or storylines for those secret characters tells you why this had to happen, which only angers me.
Yeah.
Uh,
At least it's not like it's at least it like when I love JRPGs, but when they do that it irks me. It irks me so much.
Some
make a coherent game where if you have secret characters, they add to it, but they don't completely change the game, or they're not required to be understandable. Make a coherent base game, god damn it.
Because I couldn't understand why
make it good enough that the replay value was natural.
Yes, I could not understand for the life of me why everyone was hesitant to defeat the final boss. I couldn't figure it out at all until the ending happened. I went, wait, why this happen? And then I got the secret characters and I'm like, oh, this all makes sense now. You guys are idiots. like you guys don't understand how storytelling works. Like I'm sitting like, why is everyone so very like? We've been working towards beating this evil bad guy. He's been the bad guy for the entire game. We've been waiting for this moment. Why are you all hesitating? Why is everyone arguing against doing it? I don't understand.
At least it's not the same bullshit as Yoko Taro pulls in Nier Automata and Nier whatever.
Well, the original Nier game, where you were the guy trying to help his daughter or whatever, when you played through the second time, all the monsters were actually human beings. You were just hallucinating. So like
that was interesting, but most of the shit it does like, oh, you're just adding a different ending because you don't want us to play it 50 times.
I remember one time I died from eating a fish, and I was like, it was like game over. I'm like, what? I don't understand. I ate a fish. Robots can't eat food. I fucking hate this game. I fucking hate this game. This game is fucking terrible. All right, what's next? We spent 15 minutes pissing and moaning about games we don't like.
Yes. So Master Detective Archives Rain Code. Details is Master Detectives. Why did you send this to me?
So this is made by, okay, that's a different headline. The original headline was that Master Detective Archives made by the same people who made Danganronpa. So it's the same producer, studio, people.
Niche gamer, why'd you troll us? Why changing your headline?
That's a new one by me. Okay. Thank you for telling me that I. But
was that YouTube? Down. Oh, I was gonna say, did YouTube finally say that we're live?
No. It actually got us 7 minutes in this time, so fairly early.
Bad.
It was not bad. But
not at 50 minutes like last week.
No. This is anyway. So this is made by the same people who did Danganronpa, which was a It's a fun overall whodunit series. It's a interesting detective murder mystery type game. This is going to be probably something very similar. This is going to be fun. I'm hoping it adds all the elements I liked from Danganronpa and the things that I enjoyed from Ace Attorney.
Okay.
I'm hoping because as fun as it is to be a bunch of kids in the middle of a death game, by the third game I'm like, I get it. Everyone's gonna die. I understand. Of course, that ending to the series was some bullshit. Let me tell you.
Yeah, it's like time for this to end.
And then they're like, oh, and here's the fourth game, the beach party game. I'm like, this one makes no sense. Someone was high. Someone got high and was like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make a beach party game with all the characters, even though most of them are dead already. I'm like, I can't, just kill me now.
Well, they're gonna make that fan service game. Or that, even though it's already fan servicey, they got to make that game with that extra fan service.
Fucking hate people.
Like we didn't need extra fan service with Dead or Alive, but we did need that Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball.
Listen, why do you think they made that booby physics? All right, they were clearly testing it for the volleyball game, and then we got the volleyball game, and everyone was happy. The entire Dead or Alive series is just an ongoing test at booby physics until they perfected it for the volleyball game.
What the hell did I just hear from your end of the?
That would be someone revving their freaking fancy ass muscle car down the road. They've been doing this fairly often at night now because for some fucking reason they're like, it's March. I need to pull up my muscle car. I'm like, it's 30 degrees outside. Stop it.
That sounded like a freaking the way the audio compression works, that sounded like a moan from a Star Wars monster.
Someone's muscle car. I couldn't tell you what kind, but yeah.
I was like, are you not in New Jersey anymore? Are you on fucking Tatooine?
I might be. Who knows? It snows
are you
melts,
in Jabba's?
And it snows.
Are you in Jabba's palace? Was that the Rancor I heard?
Who knows?
Does sand suck as much as Anakin says it does?
You know, that does remind me. I need to go and finish Knights of the Old Republic too. I don't know if they ever patched in that issue or not. I should probably check.
You should probably check.
Anyway, so I'm excited for this game. I'm hoping to get everything I got out of the Danganronpa game, which was a fun whodunit game. I'm just hoping it'll be a little less stupid in the endings. Like the ending of 1 was like, okay. The ending of 2 was like, that's weird. The ending of 3 was like, why does this game even exist? I like everything about the game, but the end. The ending is always shit.
Because of course it's always shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that. Moving on to tech news. And some mad lad IT guy at his school decided to make some extra money.
Secret crawl space, a crypto mine discovered in routine inspection of a Massachusetts high school. Now, I had to go.
Wait a minute. Those aren't even like old school like graphics card rigs. Those are goddamn ASICs.
Yep.
ASICs.
Yep. I wonder how long that's been there.
Yeah.
Well, my question is, and will continue to be, did one of the IT guys set this up and no one noticed? Because when I saw this, my very first thing I did was I questioned a friend of mine, and I'm like, "You work in a school as an IT guy, right?" He goes, "Yeah." Did your secret crypto mine get found out? He goes, "I don't have one." Yes, you don't have one. Wink. Was it found out?
So this happened in Massachusetts. So it was set up by Nadeem Nahas.
Mm-hmm. Supposedly.
Apparently the IT director noticed a bunch of network on his a bunch of a bunch of weird traffic on his network.
I wonder how long.
You finally fired up Wireshark.
He was probably like, "That's weird. I should probably check this out." But they don't pay me to do good work.
Apparently, they got like once they realized it was a bunch of ASICs, they got Homeland Security involved to help find the thing.
Yep, which is hilarious. My question is, how did no one notice like this guy? Like, I'm assuming it's a kid. I'm assuming it's a kid. I have like they'll give us age.
No,
or
39-year-old.
Okay, so like what? Well, it was like, who? The janitor? A fucking professor? A teacher?
It doesn't say who he was. It said it was found.
So someone in the staff was like, you know what? I can totally have my own crypto mine and set it up in the school. They didn't want to pay the cost for electricity or network.
So apparently they started looking for it when they realized that at the school electricity costs were 50% over average of other schools.
That's why. See. So
and then they got the IT director to fire up Wireshark. There's probably a mine in here. Let's confirm it. Oh, there's weird network activity.
See, I'm told that people are supposed to go and check their network every day or at least once a week for weird activity. I'm told these things. But then I see who works in our government and shit like this, and I'm not surprised that all these food places and like government-backed security places are catching fire and exploding. You idiots don't check your goddamn work.
I mean, and some of the poorer schools, they have IT guys wearing three hats. We had in one district near me, at the high school, they have the ESL teacher who also teaches a class of American history for normies, who also is the IT guy. He's wearing 3 goddamn hats.
How many paychecks does?
And he's not getting paid as a teacher. He's getting paid as an IT guy.
See, if someone told me to start teaching as the IT guy, I'd be like, oh, okay, I don't mind letting these kids fail, so I'm cool with that.
Originally, he was a middle school teacher. He started working at the district as a middle school teacher, and then like, oh, we'll pay you more, but we'll pay you more, and you don't have to pay union fees. But you also have to do some teaching work because we need that as well. But we really needed ID guy, and you have the certs. You know, this is
what I'm talking about.
So of course he's not checking the network every day. He's got to teach kids.
I'm not saying every day, but like once a week. I'm not saying once a week. You know,
hell, you can fucking automate. You can fucking automate that shit. Just have Wireshark do an analysis once a week. Pull off the report, and as you're drinking your coffee before you get into your lessons plans, look at it.
I mean, that's what I did when I was checking the penetration stuff on the app I was building for Verizon. And I was like, we're good. And like, whenever anyone could penetrate, they couldn't understand the encryption, because the encryption was, you're gonna love this, it was 2 separate databases that never touched each other. One database would send the data to this. The other database was somewhere else, would grab the data and analyze it. So go ahead, break into my shit. You can't figure it out.
And then you probably did some standard encryption on top of that, and then probably to be a troll did something easy like rot 13.
I also had a hidden folder that was password protected that had nothing inside of it but gobbledygook. It was literally just ASCII pictures of Bigfoot. If you fully opened it, ASCII pictures of Bigfoot.
Just to fuck with people.
With people. But watch, oh, what's this? Oh, it's got to be something good. I wonder what this is.
someone like 2 decades when that system gets replaced is going to be like, what is
this?
What is this?
What is this? Why is it password protected? And what is this full? Like, is this just gobbledygook? What is this?
Fun.
What's next? What's next?
More serious tech news. So TikTok's been banned in the federal government officially, and the House is advancing legislation to completely ban it.
All right, so I'm not entirely against this because TikTok is a general net negative for society. General feeling. And how do I know? I was on TikTok for a little while, and while I could make quippy things, it wasn't doing me any good. And I realized that people in general now are starting to act like cartoon characters. I'm like, stop that. Like, yeah. I'm starting to understand why my grandfather kept telling me stop talking with your hands. Because I would watch a lot of TV and people would talk with their hands on TV. He's like, don't do that. People don't talk like that in real life. Don't talk with your hands. What are you, Italian? Stop that.
We were doing
that old school racism.
We were practicing in East-West negotiations yesterday. Today there, last night here, we were practicing exchanging business cards because that's an important thing. And as we were doing it, the instructor said, "No, this isn't TikTok. You all have to stop talking with your hands."
Yeah. I mean, that was a thing. So, but everyone now is like talking like they're cartoon characters and overly verbose, overly expressive, and I'm like, calm down. Talk to real people. Stop that.
Talk to real people. Learn how to be stoic.
I love effing Christ. I think one of the things that makes everyone feel like I'm angry at them is I'll be very stoic while I'm talking about something serious, and they'll be like, "You angry at me?" I'm like, I'm not. I'm like a little bit, like not that much, but I want you to do better next time. And you tell that to someone, you watch them get bad real quick.
I think some of my classmates have like figured out when I'm just being stoic and when I'm just being stoic and or bored, and when I'm actually pissed off.
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, that's
when we learn something that just like blows my mind. I visibly emote, but usually I'm just like stone faced.
So what I find hilarious about the government doing this is that a lot of people in the House started doing TikToks. Looking at you, Schiff. Looking at you, Swalwell. Looking at you, AOC, and the other people from the squad who I can't remember their names because they're not very important or popular.
What's her face who married her brother?
And the other one, and the one dude who may or may not be gay. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, the people who were like, yeah, we're going to show the Democrats how to be real leftists, and then immediately got in line once they got that sweet cheddar.
Yeah, once they got that sweet power, they stepped in line
immediately. Now,
I don't have to fight. Power corrupts, and absolute power is actually pretty neat. Fantastic. Nice. Give me more of that power.
Give me more power. Anyway, so before anyone gets their overall panties in a bunch, the TikTok ban is on government devices and phones. So if they have a personal phone or device, they can do that instead. Not a huge deal. You guys can use that. I would probably put into place a ban on using TikTok in Congress or in the congressional halls or in general, anywhere where important data could be leaked.
Yeah. What surprisingly is the fact that like they have any CISO in a government agency worth his salt has already banned TikTok. Yes. They have already said they already have the power to do that within their own agency. And they've already said, not on my goddamn network.
I don't want it. Keep it off.
Yeah, no device with this on my goddamn network. I do not want to. That's a security leak waiting to happen. F
That
that
is
noise.
that is a security red flag on fire. You kidding? Jesus. Like I used TikTok and I was like, okay, this has been fun for all of about a year and I'm already bored of it. And it could be because everything was happened too fast. And when I found something that was interesting, it was like part 1 of like 12 and I'm like sitting there, I'm like, well, there's part 1. I have to go through like 8 things to find part 2. I'm like,
Part
you know,
two,
this is
yeah.
stupid. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I'm annoyed because what I like is long form content. I'm getting off of TikTok. That was my general feeling.
That's the frustrating thing about YouTube is YouTube trying to do short form content.
YouTube's
No, I want long form content. Damn it! I
well,
want
yeah,
something to listen to while I'm on the train. While I'm on the train for 2 hours every day.
I am getting annoyed about getting the only notifications I get for Jeremy are when he does a short, which is fine, but like I want to see the long form content.
Yeah.
Like I'm here for the 15-minute bitch fest, not here for the 30-second, watch this radical feminist be a total dyke. I go, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I want the 15-minute Spurg Fest. Don't get I don't need the 30 seconds anymore. Even if it's a VTuber clip, I like the 2-minute clips where you get the full context, not
Those
the
are
30-second meme.
The 30-second meme is not as good. The 2-minute clips are fine. But again, I will end up on a fucking thing because I'll get a notification. I'm like, okay, what's this? And I can deal with 30 seconds of Ben Shapiro because in 30 seconds he can go through an entire news story because he talks really, really fast. But
and you also like there are history TikTokers is like they get shit wrong all the time because they're trying to condense things into that 15-second format. Like you don't have time. You don't have time to be correct. Give simplify, but don't simplify to the point of wrongness.
That's one of the reasons why I had to cut entire portions out of the vampire portion of my cryptids panel was because there was so much goddamn information. I'm like, I can't deal with this. I literally went, okay, I need to make a plan because there's too much information. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to talk about the very first one and then skip from 1300 from 2800 BC all the way to 1800 freaking AD because that's the only answer I got there.
And you tell people like, hey, I have to skip a bunch of stuff because there's so much stuff.
I literally say, listen, there's like 3,000 years worth of information here that I can't go over, so we're going to skip that. I'm very sorry.
Otherwise, this turns into Vampires the panel.
I would need a 3-hour panel for that. It is a lot of information. And it's really interesting, but it is a lot of information. It just keeps going. So that was a thing. But again, okay, so TikTok off of phones, ban outright. Do they mean on personal phones for everyone or just for the government employees? That's my question.
It looks like this because I think they already banned it on government phones. I think this is personal.
Okay, this is just
especially because the ACLU's throwing a bitch fit.
ACLU can suck it. Okay, they haven't done anything regarding free speech, positivity in the last 5 years. I don't care what they have to say. They actually
eventually started to come out against vaccine mandates. Which was surprising as shit when it happens. Like, oh, you actually rediscovered your principle, and they're gone.
Yeah, I don't. All my goodwill towards the ACLU is just gone at this point. So I don't care. Like, it's like, listen, I'm very sorry, but you've shown me your whole ass. I've seen it.
Yeah,
I don't care. All right, what's next? We're running on time now.
Oh, we're actually running on time. Cool.
No, we're running out of time. So roll.
So hackers broke into a LastPass employee's PC and stole the password vault. So if you use LastPass, switch to something else.
I would do it very fast. What's funny is I believe they just implemented this in New York City.
Oh boy. So
isn't that great? So here's my question is, why does the company have a password vault? First of all. Second of all, why is that in any way, shape, or form connected to anyone's computers easily? That should be something behind there should be a buffer, something there, some kind of segmentation there. I don't know why anyone would need that.
It's some sort of hashing, so that people on the back end can't see what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Again, that's one of those things. This is so that happened. So if you're using LastPass, get off of it. Immediately change all your passwords for everything, because most people only have 5 passwords. Change all of your passwords. Looking at you, Brooke.
I'm not. No comment. I was like, I'm gonna say, I value Brooke as a friend. I'm about to see something very effing mean. No comment.
I also value Brooke as a friend, which is why I will tell her outright, that was stupid. You should have done this. You'll know I care about you. I'll be like, listen, you should take care of this right now. And they're like, I'm really sad. I understand that, but if you don't take care of this right now, worse things are going to happen. And I'm going to have to go and hear this all over again.
And they did happen again.
And again.
Anyways. So, from our Seneca, Signal CEO, we 1000% won't participate in the British law to weaken encryption.
And once again, why I use Signal. I need
to start using Signal again.
Yeah, like I started using Signal a while ago because I like encryption. Most people I know don't use it, but the people who do are the people I want to use it with. These are the same people who I go, listen. I delete everything you say to me at least once a week. At least once a week. So if you bring up something from last month, I have no clue what the hell you're talking about.
Oof.
Never in writing.
Never in writing. Always in cash. We used to use Signal, but then we went back to Facebook Messenger, and then we went to something else.
Yes, we went something more international, which gives us fun stickers.
Fun stickers. And fun stickers. All this shit we don't need, and none of the security we need.
What are we doing besides sharing gamer word Harry Potter comics? It's like the sorting hat goes on the girl's head. It goes. Oh, I see you play a lot of Call of Duty. There's some N words there with the hard R. Gamer. I'm like, and there you go. There's the gamer house.
Like all of it, 99% of it is shitpost.
Occasionally, we will talk about something serious. Like I'll piss and moan about my test.
Although a lot of it recently has been like shitpost. Hey Neil, you need to do this while you're in Japan. Shitpost. Hey James, have you done this while in Japan? Shitpost.
That reminds me. I need to figure out Texas soon.
We both do.
Yeah, that's the thing. All right. So Signal saying to hell with UK law. UK law can suck it.
Yes.
I'm okay with that. And if UK doesn't like it, they can ban it. I'd like to see them do it.
Go ahead and try ban. Can't stop the Signal.
Okay. You guys couldn't stop pirate radio. How are you going to handle this? Next.
So Joe Biden...
yes, the Black People AI. So Joe Biden signed a it was an executive order, or was it a bill? I think it was an executive.
It was an executive order
saying that if we make AI and technology, we need to make sure that it is focused on equity. My very first thought process on this was, oh, good, the AI is going to kill white and black people equally. This is going to be great. The Terminator shows up, kills three white guys, goes for the daughter, stops, turns around, goes, "Where's your friend Jim, the black guy?"
God. No, that's equality.
No, that's equity. Okay, equity is equality. If one person has their entire family killed, that has to happen to the other side too. Equity.
Anyways, so it's like, oh, in building AI, they have to consult with the civil rights offices. Like, why are you getting HR drones involved in technology?
Because it's worked so well for them in the past. They managed to get Twitter to do ridiculous shit, Facebook, and all these other big tech corporations who are now being sued. The government doesn't mind if they're sued. The government can pay for any suit by taking your money and giving it back to you.
Just let me build shit that works.
Yes. I think that's one thing we don't want anymore. We don't want things that work. We just want things that make us feel good. Which is why crack cocaine can be bought very, very easily on the corner down over there. And I will show everyone when I run for Congress the best places to get your cocaine.
So that's our last article.
Yes, it is. All right.
We're a minute late, but that's okay.
That's fine.
We didn't have too many articles. We just had a bunch of shit. We just had a bunch of shit to piss and moan about.
I think there were a lot of things we were both very passionate about. The biggest issue.
Yes.
And that just happens some days. So I'm the group's officially off of ZenkaiCon's schedule. I've seen it.
Okay.
They didn't acknowledge that I said, hey, we can't make it. They didn't give me an acknowledgement, but they did like a week later send out a schedule. And I went, oh, we're off. Okay, good. So at least they saw it and we're like, oh, okay. And they didn't say anything to me. I'm like, okay, I get it. Thanks, chat. Yeah. An acknowledgement would have been nice, but okay. My general feelings on these things. But I don't know what else to say on this. Otacon's next after that for me personally. Hopefully. I can't do anything for anime next because I'm not major staff there, but the job I do involves me being up all night.
Oh boy.
So
are you still de facto head of department for that?
Head of section?
Okay.
I'm not in charge of the department. I'm in charge of a section of the department.
Okay.
Which doesn't, again, I'll still be up all night being a game master. Who the hell cares? Life will suck. I'm sitting there. It's again, like I'm sitting there. I'm asking, okay, so we Anime X has a new location. We went from the nice area of Atlantic City to the ghetto. I say so. We've moved to Elizabeth, which I think Elizabeth. I think it was Elizabeth, which, if you don't know, is not a very good area of New Jersey.
Not a good area.
It's close to Newark, which is not a good area of New Jersey. So It's like, okay, so fine, whatever, I can deal. My problem is that while these things are going on, upper management is making decisions like we should have the game room open 24/7. I'm going, oh no, we stopped doing that a while ago. Why? We don't have the staff for that under normal circumstances. Because we cut down our staff numbers because when we stopped doing 24/7 or 24 hours.
And you're going to be short staffed because people found other shit to do during COVID.
And a lot of people aren't coming back because of COVID. I told them like this, listen, when we come back, we're going to have to go and do a recruitment drive because most people will not show up anymore because most people moved on with their lives. And their answer to me was, no, they're loyal. I'm going, okay.
We'll see how this works.
And haven't been proven wrong in 16 years and still haven't been proven wrong. Still waiting for this to happen. Just one fucking time. Just one fucking time. So that happened. So now I'm gonna be up all night being a game master. No big deal. I don't mind. I have fun. But my concern is they want all these other things in place, and I'm like, I'm not sure if we can do all of that we don't have enough people. And you've already closed off the staff registration. So, like, who are we going to get?
Yeah, who are we going to get?
Everyone's short-staffed. What are we going to do? So, issues.
Anyways, I'm not sure what my next plans are. I'm probably well, I'll find out. I applied for a thing for the summer, so I'll find that out either today or tomorrow, and then I'll start knowing where I'm at this summer. That'll let me know what cons I do this summer.
Got you.
I'm hoping to do Colossicon, Texas.
Oh, I'm going because I'm pretty sure Neil got the room already.
Yeah, he got the room already.
So like I'm going. God damn it, I'm going.
That means I guess I gotta put in stuff.
I mean, if you can't make it, it happens. But like, I'm going. God damn it.
I should be able to go.
Colossicon East, I still need to get a room for, but I have no money coming in right now, so I can't get a room. I might see if Tom wants to do that first, later on in the month. Like, hey Tom, can you see if there's any rooms available and grab one? Just so that we have one.
If you need costs to frame it, I can probably do CCE again.
I mean, let's see where you are, because I don't want you driving from Ohio again. That's like Ohio.
I'll drive from Ohio for CCE.
Okay. It's one hell of a drive, man. You've done it before.
I've done it before. Yeah. It's actually the same distance as driving home.
Is it?
Okay.
I thought it was
just more. It's just more of Pennsylvania.
I mean, it's not great either. But then again,
but less turnpike, but more in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, the flat part of Pennsylvania. We're like, I thought there were mountains here. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. More 80, less 76.
Gotcha. Beyond that, did you see that MiraQ-Con thing in Baltimore? I'm not sure if I want to do that or not.
I saw it. I'm not sure. I'm also I'm not entirely sure I'm going to be doing Otakon. I'm finding out, I'm trying to figure out first
if you're going to be in the area.
If I'm going to be in the area.
Yeah.
If I don't get this, fellowship I've applied for, I might not be able to do Otakon. Because I might be in Ohio all summer doing a clinic.
Gotcha. Yeah, you have to put in those hours. I have to do this weekend, make sure I have finished up my practice test thing for the second half of A+, show it to my advisor, and then he will give me my code for my second test. Because that's how this works. Fun. Always fun. All right, this has been the Geek-Posium. We have ourselves a long weekend coming up. Hopefully everyone.
I'm on spring break. I'm more than a long weekend.
Fuck you.
I don't have to go to class for almost 2 weeks. It's fantastic.
Anyway, everyone, have yourself a good night. We will see you guys later.
Это школа колбасы, веселее, пацаны. Раз, это хардбас, спасибо, хватит газ. И на найке, пацаны, слушаем хардбас басы. Это стал любимый.